Hello, friends and lovers. What's up? It's Haelian. Guess what? It's time for a little bit of a Chiron speedrun. I kind of got in the mood after our previous video where we got to review some other players' footage that were looking for help, particularly with speedrunning Chiron. So I thought it'd be interesting here. So we're going to take out Chiron. We're going to take Poseidon's Keepsake. If you missed that video, I discuss how you really want to start with Title Dash with this weapon. I'm going to show a death really quickly here, but I'll start to go over the build as we show the death at least. So we're going to want to start with Title Dash best that we can. I'll show you the mirror setup too. Ah, darn, this would have been a concentrated volley start, but what can you do, you know? So Title Dash is really important in order to serve as sort of this crowd control or AoE component to the build that you really lack with Aspect to Chiron normally. So, the Title Dash kind of works for that. Meanwhile, Chiron has great single target damage, so they kind of work really well together. Of course, there are some aspects that just naturally go faster. Weapons like Beowulf and Eris just have like crazy amounts of AoE involved in themselves already. So this is what you need in order to go Chiron at its fastest, I believe. I haven't seen like whatever the meta might be for Chiron lately, but I know back in the day, at least, this was definitely the go-to. It was definitely the standard. Anything to look at here? I just wanted to show you real quick. There's no duo boons I'm probably going to be going for too much. We're going to see what kind of opportunities come up for the special in terms of what boon. We're hoping for Artemis to kind of just show up, though. But yeah, that looks pretty normal there. And we are ready to go. Oh, right, we're going to be doing in-game time, so I'm going to turn off tight deadline here. Normally, I'm used to doing what they call RTA times, which means it's done in real time instead of by the in-game timer that you see in the top right, so I might be slightly rusty for it. We got common, but we're still going to take it. No big deal. So yeah, even just throwing out that special there was kind of a waste of time. I should have just kept the dashing straight to them in that moment. Really utilize these dashes to damage the enemies. Otherwise, I don't know. I mean, sometimes you might not even want to throw out a special here. In fact, it's possible that the fastest Chiron runs essentially treat it like Zagba, which just means you just use the attack a lot here. The special is just very slow. Okay, well, we got Relentless Volley, so we're going to go for it just to try to keep up with the theming of Chiron at least. Definitely want to palm that dash. Because the dash's base damage goes up, it's much better than palming those percentage attacks generally. Kind of like palming casts are really important. You really want to get some palms in this dash. Kind of unfortunate we started with common, but what can you do? Okay, so we get to palm that bad boy up. We're not even going to look at the doors because we know this is a free room. So even if there's another free room over there, chaos kind of takes precedent here. But we're hoping for Artemis on the Spesh. There's no special damage here. That's kind of painful. That would almost be good, but I don't like the minus move speed here. That would almost be good. I think I'm willing to throw out one roll.
What about these?
We do got a special, but it's 32% more foes. We kind of can't do that. All these are pretty painful. I think we'll be okay if we do this, though. The dash strike will kind of do something. We got Dionysus. Very popular build to put Dionysus on the special for Chiron, actually. Which I find kind of interesting. I didn't think it was that popular, but I think it makes sense as to why, because this is how you can get a lot of duo boons in the game, basically. We really should not go for it here. Oh, it's epic. Okay, fine, we'll do it. We'll try. We don't have God's Legacy on, though. Okay, so just because we got that Chaos Curse, it doesn't really mean a whole lot. As long as we don't get hit while at 1. Let's check this out. Yeah, we're still going to skip the Eye of Lamia just because we're going to be losing health anyway, so it kind of doesn't matter where are these enemies at. So this is an enemy that I'm willing to use the special on because they're pretty chunky. And I got to be careful best I can. This is going to be a slow room. We lost the Death Defiance. It shouldn't be a big deal, though. It happens. As long as we can get through it. Okay, maybe we can swap the special even. That'd be great. We're going to throw out Meg here. Oh, I think I got to check my key bindings here. Ooh, Artemis. Come on, swap it. Swap it. Swap it. Show me that swap. Not quite a swap. Okay, we can take the attack, though. Of course, that's amazing. We don't have privileged status on or anything. Okay, that's very good. Real quick, while we're going through this transition here. Yeah, I have this set up for a different aspect. Yeah, I would say Dionysus is probably not the best choice. I think we do Splash Dash one more time at least there. We'll probably throw one onto the special, but just one. I think you just want the one palm because you get the double bonus on the hangover when you do that. I can't afford both. I think I'd rather have the palm in this instance. Too bad I couldn't afford the sack too. I probably would have taken it. Ooh, we got a survival room. So this pauses the timer. It's the final room in Tartarus. Pretty lucky Tartarus here. We got a survival room and we got a fountain room. So not bad at all. And we got Chaos Gate. So yeah, that's pretty lucky. The only thing was missing that was Boldy. Okay, so, I mean, if you haven't seen these in a while, I'll remind you, the timer in the top left, you just gotta wait for it to tick down. You keep getting enemies. You can kill enemies to try to earn some gold, but they eventually just stop dropping it after killing so many. I don't know what the number is or anything like that. I'm just kind of vaguely doing it. But yeah, I think the big thing to know about Hades speedruns is they often need to be quite simple, and the builds need to be very straightforward. It's not usually like you need 3 duo boons and a legendary to get going. If that's what you need for your build to really achieve a high amount of damage, it's probably not going to work out in the long run, honestly. So we could get the duo. Clean kill's not that good. I think I'm willing to roll here once. Man, maybe get the duo or get a better hunter's mark. That is Mirage Shot. I'm not convinced on the call here. I'm kind of convinced on the call, actually. I'm kind of convinced. I feel like real Hades speedrunners would see that and be like, oh no, Dan. Oh no, 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 no. It's okay though. We'll be all right. So why isn't Dionysus as strong as, say, Artemis here? I think because Hangover, it ticks. You know, this is a style of damage that doesn't get bonuses from things like Chaos if we had Chaos special damage and some other things as well. 215 is a pretty solid time here, though. So you can't really stack up the damage as easily because you're kind of split. You have the hangover damage and then you have the actual regular special damage. And not to mention, we already tried to work on the damage for Splash Dash to help us as well, which I could probably be doing a better job at. Yarn? We don't have enough money to buy a yarn. You wouldn't sell the special here, though, at this point. We're stuck with it now. If we can get the duo boon, it'll help a little bit at least. 215. I'm okay with that. We can make do with that. I feel like it could have been better if we went for a different special. I mean, that probably wouldn't be all of it. Okay. But yeah, I think you got to have a little bit of, what would I call it? Resistance to overusing the special and trying to, you know, attack and special every single enemy in a chamber. It's different in a, ooh, purple hyper sprint. It's a little bit different against a boss, obviously, but when it comes to all these little enemies, you really just gotta kill them, right? And you just don't need to use the special on every single one, usually. Okay. Got that. Ah, gotcha. Okay, we're cool. Show me the duo? Okay, we'll take a purple hunter's mark. Epic hunter's mark sounds good. Force into more Artemis. That sounds pretty good to me. Pretty good setup for boons here. We got a lot of them. But we got all the palms out of the way that I mostly care about. I think. I'm pretty happy with them. Okay. So going into Elysium, I'm thinking we're probably going to want to try to take Chiron's keepsake for a multitude of buffs that we could get, but we'll see what happens. Splitting headache. There it is. Hangover afflicted foes are more likely to take critical damage. There's the shop. We didn't get scammed out of it. It's easy to not get offered the mid shop in Asphodel. Just doesn't happen sometimes. We kind of got all the boons we want. When you think about like dual boons, we got Hunter's Mark. There's really nothing else. I think I'm okay with just grabbing a palm here. I think on the special is correct, but I'm not even certain, honestly. I hope that hits. It do. Okay, we're cool. Demeter, what do you got? I don't even know what I want here. Rare crop? Triple rare crop, you say. Most of our boons are epic. Hitting the dash would be good. It's kind of bad, though, because if it hits the special and the attack, we probably lose time overall. Oh my god, we got kind of lucky. It hit the dash, the call, and Hunter's Mark. Those are potentially the best ones that it could have hit. Potentially the best ones, but here's where we saved all our rolls here, and this is the biggest deal, is whether or not we get rush delivery from this Hermes boon here. You would hope to get like Eurydice's room before you get your second Hermes boon, so that maybe you could get refreshing nectar to increase the rarity of a boon like rush delivery. Please help me. Hermes. Oh my man, that's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Yep, we take move speed now. I'll even grab the Eye of Lamia. You know what? No, I'm not going to do that. Never mind. I thought about rolling it. Never a punish, though. Okay, now we're kind of broke. Now we want to save most of our money for the wells. We're kind of set up anyway. We got all the boons we want. 354 going to learning. Not our luckiest asphodel. It's okay at best, I think. I think we still do title dash there. That's kind of tough, actually. I'm not positive. That rush delivery is just massive. 75% more damage most of the time is just crazy. It almost doesn't matter what the rest of the build was now. Okay, my friend. But yeah, this is why you can probably see why I didn't really want Artemis's Call that much. You can see how much it's charging up here, which is to say, not enough to really make it worth it. I'm gonna get some single uses out of it, but compared to some other calls, it's probably not gonna be as good. Even just using Hades' keepsake, actually.
That's what you get.
Okay. 429. This could be sub 10 right now. This definitely could be. Let's see. Let me look at this well. We got attack jerky. We got the trap jerky. Good enough for me? Good enough for me, I think. Because we kind of got everything, but now we're broke. I definitely don't want to sell any of those. I was thinking I might sell something and roll this, but since I don't want to sell those. If you get more Ichors, which increases your move speed, that's going to increase your damage from rush delivery too, right? And I always forget the terminology, so forgive me, but the damage increases in a sort of ridiculous way where it gets incredibly high. Forgive me, I got a sippy of water over here. All right. I was having a funny conversation with fellow Hades long-term players, and it's interesting how much we argue over the beginner player experience in the game. Like, no, that's not how a beginner player would beat 32 heat for the first time. This is how they do it, as if any of us have any clue what it's like anymore, after, you know, like I started playing this game in 2018, for crying out loud, you know? Ooh, darn. I don't want piercing volley. It's wonky. It's kind of weird. I think there's some kind of negative factor to it, but I forget what it is now. I guess we'd rather just have twin shot. I think I'd rather have twin shot there. It's a little close though. Yeah, definitely Poseidon here. Dionysus doesn't have good tier 2 boons. Oh god, can I hit something? Okay, there we go. If we can get like Breaking Wave, it'll be very helpful. Yeah, you can already kind of see like I'm not using the special very much anymore against some of these enemies. All right, give us a break wave. Razor Shoals, Hydraulic Might, Flood Shot. I think we can spend a roll here. I think I'm willing to take an epic Razor Shoals over a common break wave. I think I am. We're gonna take the money. Okay, come on. Come on, my little friends. I think I can kind of see where it's actually kind of hard to make sure that, ugh. I think we can roll this now because we have so many rolls and there's not much else we're looking for. Also, ugh. You know what? I'm going to roll it again. Air Spangle, Special Jerky. We could have saved it all for sticks. I don't know how much it would met with the... I'm not certain how much of a difference there was. I think most people wouldn't have rolled there. Okay, buddy. Do, bum, bum. Look at those hangover ticks. You can actually kill Asterius after that's over, if you have enough dots on them. It's just incredibly rare slash difficult to do. We'll take support fire. It's fine in this instance. All right, come on. Where's the luck? Where's our Thanatos? Where's our Patty? These enemies are too small to special, so we're kind of just dashing and shooting right now. Make sure none of these respawn, hopefully. Okay, please stop getting hit. We're cool, baby. There's the shop. Let's see. No Demeter. I'll take a random palm. It hit the flourish, actually. Into Patty. This is an interesting place, so we don't really care about the attack jerky, so we're actually just going to take the Hydrolite. We shouldn't need the Death Defiance. This will enable us to keep up high confidence this way. For that damage bonus, or at least help us better. All right, it looks like we're taking a Chaos Gate for the... Oh, wait, no, I think this is already the final room. Never mind. We will not be taking that Chaos Gate. Yeah, this is Chamber 34. This is the final chamber in Tartarus. It should always be Chamber 34 unless something wacky happens, basically. If that somehow helps you. Those are fixed numbers. It's one of those tidbits I'd like to tell people somehow, somewhere in some kind of video, but I never know where to put it. I guess taking Boiling Point over Bloodshot. I'll take another Air Spangle. Into a free palm. 702? As long as the sack behaves, we should be well under... I think the attack's worthy there at that point. Should be well under 10 minutes, it looks at this rate, huh? Not bad. So we tap up before we use Meg on the D-pad. Use the D-pad to make sure you get it just right. And good night, my friends. 716? Dang, maybe I underestimated the Dionysus special here in some way. I mean, we definitely got some other little bits of luck here and there. No Thanatos, though. We're keeping all that. Let's see, what do you got here? Nothing I can really want. What would I swap this into at this point, though? Probably nothing.
I'm almost out of here.
We'll just leave it on, because I can't put on Dad's Keepsake for more damage. You can put on, like, Skull Earring. Some people would say Palm Blossom, but you'd only get, like, 1, maybe 2 ticks on it. I think the potential from Charon's is still going to be higher in this circumstance. Take one of these 2 mini-boss rooms first. All right, very nice. Didn't get Breaking Wave, which would have helped a little bit for clearing these small chambers, but
Not now.
it's not the end of the world. Okay, we only have 1 meg, actually, I just realized. I'm glad I looked ahead of time. We're gonna save that for Hades. So we're definitely not using this here. That here, rather.
I've ever seen.
Not our fastest, but we're okay.
Hades.
The poison clears on you, by the way, if you clear the room. So if you know the enemies are about to die, you could leave the poison on, take 1, 2, 3 damage or so, and just keep going. Hidebreaker is not going to do anything.
Can't do that.
All right, give us that sack clock. Come on, baby. Show me that sack. Show me that sack. Show me that sack. Oh, wait, did you see that damage number? It was like 21,000. That's from the Stygian shards. Yeah, 21,600. We must have a couple stacks. Because it stacks like exponentially or something. It's not common that that happens. And unfortunately, there's no good way to utilize it in like the Hades fight, really. But that's from getting that massive trap damage bonus just twice even. It's probably all we had. It's goofy fun though, huh? No twofer. Can we get it in 3 at least? Come on, dude. What do we got here? What do I want? Double palm? I think you do razor shoals out of those. I think. I'm actually gonna do the money here. We're probably gonna buy that Hermes. You see if we can get like a 40% greater haste. Where we're losing all of our Chiron buffs here, though. Which is very unfortunate. I mean, we were practically already out of all of them, but it would have been nice to keep some of those for the Hades, you know what I'm saying? Come on, my rats.
Not now.
Come on, let us out, let us out, let us out. Okay, sometimes you gotta let the hangover damage finish some of those enemies. 3 sack, okay. Not bad, though. I think we did pretty good. I think I'm 4 gold short of that Hermes. I am. I'm not even gonna go to the shop then. The 5 or 6 seconds I'm gonna estimate it would take to pick up something from that shop. Whatever we get probably would not save us 5 or 6 seconds in Hades. This is gonna be close, but I think it should be under 10 minutes. It would have taken a lot more to get under 9 minutes, though. I don't think even a 2 sack would have necessarily done it. Maybe, but I don't think so. All right, so we're going to throw out Meg right away. Since it's a speed run, we just want to make sure Meg lands. Take no chances when it comes to that, basically. So the dad's going invisible for dad is, like, really bad. Especially when you're using something like Dionysus. Because he purges all of the debuffs that he has on him. Totally wasted.
To think you're so receptive to this form of discipline.
That always felt a bit unfortunate.
I'll not indulge such
Okay, well done, Artemis call. Well done, I'm proud of you.
bad diet.
Get in close and hug Daddy-O. Well done. He's probably just going to heal. That's usually what he does. Oh, never mind. Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of EM4. That is incorrect. Done. 947. Sub 10 complete. I hope I was helpful in some way. If you want a more in-depth tutorial on speed running in general, this was less of an over-explain run and more of like a quick funsy in how Chiron works a little bit more. If you want a better explained tutorial on speedrunning Hades, I shall provide an over-explained run that goes into much more detail. I'll put it in the comments or the description, probably more likely. But we got some good luck, some not so good luck. Relentless Volley, not as good as Concentrated Volley. It's kind of iffy to say if it mattered that much when you were using that special. We got surprisingly lucky with, what do you call it there? Rare crop of all things, right? It's kind of surprising, actually. But yeah, Chiron, favored in aspect by many, including myself. I love it. It's one of my favies, definitely, for sure. Yeah, if you got any questions about it, what you'd want to do differently, what you'd see different. I think with the other big thing I really want to point out again is don't focus too much on things like on getting all the different duo boons and stuff like that. It's really just a select few things. If you try to spread yourself too thin, you're going to spend all your rerolls looking for these things that aren't that big of a difference, you know what I mean? And you really just want to focus in on, obviously we got lucky, rush delivery, hyper sprint. That's just, you know, there's just a big element of luck involved no matter what you do. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.